Hi, I'm Dr. David Miller. I'm doing this video to explain a little bit about our New Evolution weight loss program. A lot of my patients come to me with weight loss concerns, and so I started researching about how to logically lose weight and do it effectively. If you look at a little bit about the background, the statistics are pretty dismal regarding weight loss programs and supplements and things like that. 85% of our population is now considered overweight, so this is a huge problem. 95% of those people that go on a weight loss program in about 3 years or less will have their weight back and put on more. Only 1 in 10 females that start a weight loss program end up finishing it. The truth is, weight loss is hard. We're genetically programmed to put on weight for those times when famine was around. So it's not an easy thing. The year 2000, people spent over $35 billion in weight loss products and programs. That's probably about double now, since the rate of obesity is now skyrocketed. So the question is, how do we approach weight loss logically? Well, weight loss, as far as I'm concerned, is a problem that is due to your metabolism. It's a symptom like anything else, like high cholesterol, high blood pressure, and you have to approach it as that. It's not the main problem unto itself. We have to get healthy in order to lose weight, and I think this is a huge problem here. People aren't thinking about this correctly. You cannot lose weight if you're unhealthy. They go to the gym for hours on end. They don't eat very much. If it was a problem about calories and exercise, I think everyone would probably be at the weight that they wanted to be at. So exercise turns out to be a pretty poor way to lose weight, because not only does it make you hungrier the more you exercise, but you also get more sedentary the more you exercise throughout the rest of the day. So calories in, calories out, and just do more exercise certainly isn't working for us. You also can't lose weight if you're inflamed or you're hormonally imbalanced. Think about if insulin levels or thyroid hormones are going crazy. There's no way that that person can lose weight, because hormones have such a strict regulation on what goes on in our body that you can't override those with just eating less. Food sensitivities will also lend itself to increased inflammation, infections, nutritional deficiencies or blockages. People are now learning more about genetic concerns. There's receptor problems with vitamin B12 and folic acid. All those have to be addressed in order for that person to be nutritionally sound. It's about the control at the level of the hypothalamus. If you look at the brain, there's a little piece of the brain that's about the size of the nail of the pinky. It's about 4 grams, which is very, very small. But the hypothalamus controls our hunger, our satiety, which is if we're full or not, our automatic nervous system, which regulates your blood pressure, your heart rate, your temperature, your fluid balance. Everything is generated out of there. So you really have to make the hypothalamus the main part of your thrust if you're looking at how to control or change a set point like weight in your body. That set point is also in the hypothalamus. So you have to address this in order to make lasting changes. And that's one of the things too about most weight loss programs. A lot of people can lose weight, but the problem is they will necessarily gain it back in the long run. It always seems to happen. So with our program, the Evolution Weight Loss Program, how is this different? Well, it was based on Dr. Simeon's work, who was an endocrinologist back in the 1970s. He was working over in Italy, and he started doing some work with the HCG hormone. It's called human chorionic gonadotropin hormone. It's a hormone of pregnancy, actually, but the part that deals with weight loss isn't the part that deals with maintaining the placenta. So there's only 2 side pieces that deal with weight loss, and it affects the hypothalamus. And he found that by using this hormone, that you can actually get people to lose weight and create that new set point. Now, there's a couple different points here that have to be made. Number one, Dr. Simeons found that you had to use a very low-calorie diet with this program. Now, very low-calorie diets by themselves don't work. It's dangerous. Do not do that on your own. The reason why a low-calorie diet had to be around is because that hypothalamus is sensing how many calories are floating around in your blood. So if the hypothalamus sees that there's enough calories around, it's not going to pull any of your body fat out to use it for fuel. It's So it's essentially locked away in a vault. Okay, the question is, what is the key that turns that vault to open it? Well, it turns out that HCG is actually that key. So we have basically three types of fat in us. It's the essential fat that surrounds our organs. Everybody has that. The fat that we use on a daily basis for energy, which is floating around in our bloodstream and is taking in and out of storage. And then you have the abnormal fat, which is basically the fat that's locked away in the vault. That third one is the fat that people want to get rid of, but that's usually not the one that when people go on weight loss programs, they actually lose. Actually, they end up sacrificing some muscle tissue along the way too. That is not the way we want to lose weight. So the Evolution Weight Program has to be combined with that low-calorie diet. So if the hypothalamus senses there's not enough calories, it starts to unlock that vault if it has that HCG around. That's an important point. There's two different programs now. There's a traditional program and there's an active lifestyle program. The active lifestyle program was developed since people who are exercising and don't need to lose as much weight, that's the appropriate program for them. The traditional program was for people that needed to lose a significant amount of weight. Now you're going to be pulling a lot of weight out pretty quickly because you can only be on HCG for a period of about 43 to 44 days, and then you have to cycle off into the maintenance program, which is about 3 weeks. And then if you need to recycle onto HCG again, you have to wait a period of time. So you don't want to burn out the hypothalamus during that time. So this is all strictly regulated. Detoxification pathways need to be supported too. Detoxification is your liver, your kidneys, your intestines, your lungs that are getting rid of toxic materials that are usually fat soluble and are usually locked away with fat. So if you're pulling away fat pretty quickly in that person, your detox pathways may be overwhelmed if you're not supporting those correctly. And that's what we do. We actually start the detox program a week before you go into any kind of calorie restriction on this program. So it's very important. The other important point for the detox program is it helps to maintain your connective tissue. So when you're pulling a lot of fat out of somebody very quickly, you don't want sagging skin or the person to look bad during that time. So in order to have that beneficial effect on the connective tissue, you have to make sure the detox pathways are maintained correctly. Now the kit comes with a manual, and we review this with that person extensively before they ever go on this program. They have to qualify for the program too. There are some people that should not be on the program. This is a supervised program also, so we have to make sure that the person is actually following what the steps actually are. If they tend to get creative or they do their own thing, it's not going to work for them. It's going to backfire. It's a customized program. Sometimes I have to add in some customized supplementation or make up for some nutritional deficiencies that we have gleaned in the beginning from either looking at the person's blood work or actually doing some further lab evaluation beforehand. So it's an exciting program. Every person that I've had on this program has lost weight, and it's something that's strictly supervised. So you have to be able to do this or not do it. It's not something you can just half-bake it. For contact information, please call our office at 716-204-0743, or you can email me at Dr. Miller, that's DrMiller, at Miller-Chiro.com. We'd be happy to go over any questions that you have and discuss any concerns that you have. It's a very safe program. It's been done by thousands of people across the country, and it works very well. And you're not very hungry on it because HCG suppresses that hypothalamus. That's your appetite center. So you're not really hungry on the program, even though you're not using a lot or eating a lot of calories during this program. So I hope that you contact us, find out more about it, and I hope to see you in the future. Bye.